Crosstown rivals on the football field last night and on the volleyball court this morning. It's the Clear Fork Colts coming into the Cub Cave to start off the Lucas tri-match, taking on rival Lucas. We got all the action for you, all three matches coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, whatever smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cub Cave on the campus of Lucas High School for this Lucas Tri-Way volleyball match with the Lady Cubs first taking on the Clear Fork Lady Colts. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi alongside All-Ohioan Lexington legend Mackenzie Weaver. How you doing this morning, Mackenzie?
You know what? It's the first game back. I'm super excited to be back for another season with you guys, and specifically down here in Lucas. I'm excited to see what they have going on. First match of the year, first game of the year for both teams, I believe. So I'm excited to see what they can bring to the table this season.
Yeah, this could be a good season for the Lucas Lady Cubs because they return one of the greatest ladies to play at Lucas. Last year, 15-8. 8-2 in the MBC, right behind Loudonville, second place. In the tournament, they made it to the second round before falling in straight sets to Seneca East, and they return All-Ohioan Shelby Grover, and that's the player we're going to be watching.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see how, again, she is a 3-sport athlete. She is amazing, and I'm excited to see how she has grown from her junior year to her senior year, because this is a big year for her. I really just want to see her out there having a good time. It's your first match back, and you're a senior, so just go ahead and enjoy it. Like, you don't get these memories back, so just enjoy the moment with your teammates and just be really present.
Here in the Kelly's Dairy Bar pregame. Now to the Lady Colts. Last season, 5-18, 3-11 in the MOAC. They fell in the first round of the tournament to Galleon, 3-0. Lost 4 seniors at graduation, but one of those seniors, Becca Conrad, one of the most dynamic players in the conference. So it's a smaller squad for Clear Fork that just wants to build as the season goes on.
Exactly. So, it's just going to be about their serve and pass game. They're young. They got a lot. They're not as big as they were in the front row last year. So I just want to see them be able, hey, let's try to stay in our games with the serve and pass and just kind of play. Again, first game back, let's just play for each other. First game here.
So we are just about ready to go, but we're about to take it down to the court for the playing of the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. This is the first of 3 live streams today. We'll have all 3 matches will be on separate streams on Facebook and YouTube, but we'll have it right back up after each match finishes. And in a try match, it's the first time we're doing it here on the OH Report. Best of 3 sets. So might go quick, might go slow, who knows, but we're here for all 3. Now let's take it down to the court for the playing of the national anthem. So now that the anthem has been played, let's take a look at the roster players for today's match. First, for the visiting Clear Fork Lady Colts, brought to you once again by Kelly's Dairy Bar and Mini Golf. First-year head coach Emily Sheriff for the Lady Colts. Fermi, Taylor, Bailey, Patterson, Wolfgang, McCoy, Howe, Carroll, McKee, Johnson, and Stover. Now for the homestanding Lady Cubs, Smith, Cockerty, Osborne, Midkiff, Boyer, Strickler, Brown, Howard, Shelby Grover, Blackledge, Darling, Melton, and Sydney Blackledge with head coach Paige Sauter. Mackenzie, just
Yes.
What was the? Did you have any butterflies coming into game number 1 of the season, or was it just business as usual for you?
Ooh, well, my senior year, there was a lot of expectation for us because we had played so well together over the summer. And, we were, I would say, not the – I don't know how to describe it. You're not looking to go in there and just take over a game, especially we had such role players, so I knew what my role was as a senior and a captain. And being one of the better players on my team, I knew that I had to take everybody with me. So I'm excited to see how, again, Shelby is kind of in the same position that I was. So let's see how she brings her teammates along with her, builds them up, and see how their role players interact with one another. It is their first game. So yeah, the butterflies are there, but you more are just so caught up in the moment of being here with your teammates that everything else is kind of extra in a way.
All right, and that does it for the Kelly's Dairy Bar pregame. So we're about to kick off the 2022 volleyball schedule. Live and free from the Cub Cave. In a rematch, per se, from last night's great football game that you saw right up the hill here in Lucas.
Who was the winner?
Clear Fork scored late to win 21-20 over the Lucas Cubs. Lucas had the lead throughout. I believe they led 20-7 going into the second half, and Clear Fork scored two times in the second half to win it 21-20. Two teams that are supposed to do a lot this season, Mackenzie. Clear Fork, one of the favorites in the conference football, and Lucas, well, they're Lucas. They always, they've always done well. So, and folks, that's what you call filler while we wait for things to happen.
That is called filler. They're checking lineups. I think they had a little bit of an error over here, so they're making a sub for the beginning of the match.
Rosie Stover coming in. Monroeville, the Lady Eagles, was the team in North Central Ohio to go the furthest. We went with them all the way to the state Final Four. We'll see if we can get somebody else this season to come that way. And we will have the Monroeville Lady Eagles on one live stream, a rematch of their district championship against Buckeye Central later. That'll be a Saturday morning match with me and Hayden Gray. So coming up, and that's something else special we're working with this year, Mackenzie. We're working with WQEL out of Bucyrus, the radio station.
Oh, fun.
But 8 games in 8 weeks we will be putting on their Facebook page.
Oh, that's so
starting
nice.
with
Good.
the Bucyrus Crestview game, and I believe you'll be on the call
Yes,
of
I
that
will.
one with, I think, Garrett or Storm. Maybe me. I don't know. I'm on so many things that it's hard to
I'll be with
keep
somebody.
track of. But, yeah, we'll be on WQEL Facebook for the Northern 10 squads as well. Clear Fork Galleon game as well, since Gallion's over in their area. So
I like how we're spreading the
branching out.
wealth.
We are.
Spreading the wealth, spreading the love.
We'll have each Northern 10 team on this season, something new other than Buckeye Central we had a couple times. And then Galleon as well, Galleon Clear Fork. And then our normal teams. Today, right now on our Facebook page, we have Hillsdale and Mansfield Christian. We'll have Hillsdale here for a tri-match later on this year as well. And then our normal squads, Mansfield Senior, Clear Fork, Lucas, and the likes of that. Also soccer going on. Should have kicked off just a little bit ago. Crestview. Garrett and Storm on the call of that. Got a lot going on. No sleep for us at the OH Report if you just tuned into the Pigskin at 11:30 last night.
I feel like you guys are the Lady Gaga meme where it's like bus, another club, no sleep, next place, you're on to the next one, next sport, next game.
I wish
ready
I
to
had
go.
some sleep, but no, that alarm went off, and I almost threw my phone through my wall because I didn't want to get up. But hey, we are here for you folks.
We are.
And finally, here we go.
First serve.
Anna Taylor to kick things off for the volleyball schedule for the OH Report. And into the net, so Lucas gets the first point on the Ohio Valley Manufacturing scoreboard. It's 1-0. Maya Midkiff, the freshman, will get her first swing as a varsity player, and she gives it right back.
As I say, missed serves are like a disease. Don't catch them. We cannot be doing back-to-back. But again, it is early. Let's get some, again, the butterflies. They are there. Just get them out.
Emma McCoy to serve. And we have our first serve over the net, and it's an error on Lucas Clear Fork. Back in front, 2-1. Maybe just a little bit, still asleep, needs just to wake up. It's a very early match.
Yep, and they got to be careful because I noticed in here the white walls, the white are on the back wall sometimes just can get you a little bit caught up.
Free ball over to the Lady Colts. That's Sienna Johnson gets it over, and she gets the point.
That's a good spot. That's at deep 6 corner, and that usually when you have a platform like that and you're trying to move to your right,
gets
it
it
kind
over
of
and she
skims
gets
off the
the
back of
point.
that right forearm.
That's a
So she's
good
got to be able to
spot.
cut that
That's
ankle back off and bring it back to the center of the court.
As you just saw in the Park National Bank replay. McCoy with the other serve. Nice. Overpass. Yummy ball. Slam down. Lady Cubs out to a good start
Park
here. It's
National
4-1
Bank
as we
replay.
take a look at another replay of this, Mackenzie.
Don't we love
McCoy
a
with
yummy?
the other serve.
Yummy.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Overpass.
Right back
Yummy
down at
ball.
ya.
Slam down.
4-1. Lady Colts lead here. Early set 1. There's the reception over to Grover. Off the hands and down. She gets her first points at 2022.
There's the reception.
Good setup for
over
her.
to Grover.
A little bit behind the
Off
head.
The
but she's
hands
able
and
to
down.
adjust
She gets her first.
and get the point.
And you know what? She jumps so well, and the best way to describe it is you know, she's going to have to be able to do it all. Good set, bad set. She's going to have to be able to touch every ball.
Miss hit on Stover. The Lady Cubs with 2 straight. Makes it 4-3. Marissa Cockerty to serve. And into the net. 5-3 Lady Colts. Now, this is the first tri-match that I've even covered up here in North Central Ohio. First 2 sets to 25, third set's the tiebreaker, like it'd be a 5th set, so it'd be the 15, or does that go to 25?
I think I've been out of that for a while, but I'm 99% sure it's to 25.
Okay.
99.
Okay. Savannah Wolfgang with the serve.
Good pass. Way to be in system.
Grover blocked and down, gets
Big
the point.
swing.
Savannah
Take a look at
Wolfgang
the
with the
replay
serve.
there.
Good pass. Way to be in system.
Grover.
I like that set. I would like it to
blocked
see
and
a little
down,
bit faster
gets the
coming out of her
point.
hands. She jumps so high, so it would not be that quick. It wouldn't be that, should not be that high of a set because she's already on top of the ball.
Leah Strickler with the serve, block
Big block.
and out, and we're tied up.
Leah Strickler with the serve. Block.
Big block.
Who was in there?
And out.
Grover.
And we're tied up.
You'll be hearing a lot of that name today. Strickler with the serve. Nice pass over to the Fermi. Lady Cubs with a chance. Blackledge over. Now Patterson. Grover.
That's a good set for her.
Clear Fork into the net. Lady Cubs with its first lead. 6-5.
And you know what? That's a great set. I would still like to see it a little bit faster. She is up so quickly. Her last 2 steps to get her off the ground are so fast. So they could probably even run that faster with her. Good serve.
Ace for Strickler. Take a look at that on the replay.
Good serve.
One of those drop balls. Looks like it's
Ace
coming
for
back towards the
Strickler.
middle section of that and drops right in the front. Nice swing, but too hard. And the Lady Cubs now, after trailing 4-1, have an 8-5 lead.
And you know what? That's a great defensive move because you're so excited and you just want to stick your arm out and try to touch it, but she let it go.
Strickler gets the ace.
Excited and you just want to stick your arm out and try to touch it.
9-5. That is an 8-1 run
Strickler
by the Lady
gets
Cubs.
the ace.
Volleyball is a momentum game. It can turn on a dime.
Overpass into the net. 10-5 Lady Cubs. This might be the point where you're thinking, if you're head coach Sheriff, of a timeout here.
Yeah, timeout here, and also just what you saw her do, or you're going to see here in a second when you go, you change your serve reception pattern a little bit, and sometimes that just kind of takes you kind of out of it, or it's not as tough of a serve, and you can kind of try to swing that momentum back in your favor.
Fermi gets it over. Set up for Blackledge. Back line. Now Patterson. Nice movement. Grover blocked. And the Lady Colts get a point back. That was a nice block. Nice setup from that front line.
Yeah, you know,
Patterson.
she was super, super patient. She waited. If you watch, she
Nice
waits
movement.
and just
Grover
keeping her head on that ball.
blocked.
She's not pulling her head up.
And the
As soon
Lady
as your head
Colts
up, your
get a
hands
point
go
back.
back. She stayed super patient and reached with those wrists across the net.
Timing is everything.
To be patient. You want to jump so soon, but you just got to be patient.
Bit of an overpass, so it's a free ball. Lady Colts, can they get 2 in a row? Bit of a miss hit. Another free ball. And Fermi gets the point. So the Lady Colts do get 2 in a
ball.
row. It's 10-7.
I think until we get the first set,
And Fermi gets the
butterflies,
point.
jitters
So
kind of out of the way, you're going to see a lot of momentum changes. You're going to see lots of runs of points until we figure out what their serve reception is going to look like and how in-system they're going to be.
And they said that's in. It's an ace.
It was close.
Lots
Well,
of
let's
runs
take a
of
look.
points until we figure out what their serve reception is going to look like and how
Oh,
in-system they're
just
going
shy, but it's, hey, when in
and
doubt,
they said
call
that's
it.
in. It's an
10-8. And that might be a ball don't lie moment because
Ball don't
knocked
lie.
out. Ball don't lie.
Ball don't
Ball
lie.
never lies. 11-8 Lady Colts. Or Cubs. Colts, Cubs, C's. Eh.
It's going to get you.
It's 10:15 in the morning, folks. Bear with me. Nice serve. Clear Fork able to keep it up, though. Free ball over to Grover.
It's a good set. It's a great set.
Maya Midkiff.
A little bit outside of the
Keep it up,
antenna a
though.
little
Free
bit, but you
ball
see
over
her
to
last
Grover.
2 steps is going to get her to the ball. She had to change it
It's a
just a
good
little bit.
set.
Might have been a little tight, but
It's a
she had a
great
lot of body
set.
control
Maya
there. It's a great
Midkiff.
shot.
And sometimes miss hits throw the defense off just enough to where you can
Yeah.
get that angle.
Yeah.
Into the net. Another point for Lucas. It's 13-8. On the Ohio Valley Manufacturing scoreboard. Grover. Lady Cubs with
great
a chance.
I like the change in pace there.
Nice recovery and great job by the Lady Colts to
That's a great
Get the
shot.
point.
That's a
I like
great
the change
deep
in
corner
pace there.
shot. Their libero's kind of creeping a little bit. She's expecting that
Nice
off.
recovery
She's
and
expecting that tipper roll, that off-speed
Great
shot. She just
job.
needs to stay a little bit deeper. She needs to put that left foot on that far left sideline so she's able to move from left to right.
That was a good job by the Lady Colts to get through the chaos
Yes.
and get a nice shot. Off the block and down, Olivia Brown. Makes it 14-9. 5-point lead for the Lady Cubs here in this first set of 3 in the first game of 3 today here at the Cub Cave.
It's a great serve. Good serve.
Sydney Blackledge with the ace.
3 today here.
They're
at the
sitting
Cub
real
Cave.
nice right now at 4 aces. It's kind of taken away from their missed serves that they
That's
had
a pretty good
earlier.
hand.
Good
Yeah,
serve.
it is. And, you know,
Sydney
it's
Blackledge
below the
with
height
the
of the
ace.
antenna. It's super flat. She's serving 2 space. She's not trying to serve 2 people. And I did the announcer jinx. I jinxed
she
her right out
did.
of that. That's my fault, girlfriend.
First
I'm sorry.
announcer jinx of the season.
I'll take the blame for that one.
She will check out. Christy Carroll will check back in. Don't know if Dave Carroll's in the stands. Don't know if he wants to show his face after knocking off the Cubs here last night. Just kidding, Coach, if you're watching.
That's a great set.
Oh,
Good
what a block,
swing.
but out of bounds. And we're going to have a little conversation here. Yep, it's out of bounds, so it'll go point Lady Cubs. That hit the antenna, right?
Oh yeah, well it didn't. She swung the block. The ball I think touched the antenna on the block on the
Yeah,
way out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So nice job by the referee to talk with the line judge. The line judge in confirming the call.
It's a great serve receive pass.
Off the block
Good
and
swing.
down. Bailey McKee
Bring the call.
with the point.
It's a
We'll
great
take a look
serve
at
receive
that
pass.
replay.
You can see she went
Off
on the
the block and
outside on
down.
that. Let me think about this. That left
Bailey
hand of that
McKee.
blocker, taking that right down off, taking those last 3 fingers on the outside.
Do you still have to put your hands up to see L or backwards L?
No, I was trying to think from like the hitter's perspective which
Blocker,
hand it
taking that
was.
right
I am
down off,
dyslexic
taking
too, so
those
that doesn't
last
really
3
help out
fingers on the
my
outside.
You
cause.
still have to
But
put your hands up to
Yeah,
see L or
I do
backwards
sometimes.
L.
No, I was trying to think from like the hip.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Backline swing over the Clear Fork.
Good dig.
Grover there. Ooh, change of pace. Patterson. Grover with the attempt, but it goes out of bounds. And the Lady Colts have cut this deficit to 3. It's 16-13. Taylor with the serve. It's going to be a free ball if they can get to it. A little bit of miscommunication. And another point for the Lady Colts.
I would look to see if they're either going to change their serve reception pattern, which I think that they're trying to do right now, or see a timeout coming up here soon.
Ooh, got a slip on the floor.
They got to keep playing.
And it'll lead to a Lady Colts point. Thankfully, Cockerty not seriously hurt
Slip
there,
on the
but
floor.
They might want to try to go try to see where that was. I thought she slipped on
And
some
it'll
sweat or
lead to a
it
something.
looked like it was around
Colts
the
point.
logo of the Cubs.
Thank
Nonetheless, 16-15. Off the block and down. Midkiff with another point.
I like that they're able to try to work themselves out of this, but I'm seeing with both sides right now, it is the first game, so we got to keep that in mind. Their serve reception game has got to get better on both ends. These serves are not coming at them as fast as you may think, so they've got to slow that ball down in their head a little bit and make sure that they're trying to give their setters opportunities to get the Shelby Grovers the ball, because she can't do anything. She can't be who she's supposed to be in the front row without that first ball contact on both sides.
Bit of a mishit there by McCoy
The Shelby Grovers the ball.
into the block and down, so Lucas back up by 3. 2-0 run for them. Patterson blocked and down. Cockerty. So that ankle or leg that she slipped on looked like it's all right. She's able to get the block.
I think it scared her more than anything, because
Yeah,
it did. Her feet got kicked out
me, yeah.
Down, Cockerty.
It's a good serve.
Back set, free ball.
Good hands.
Setting up
That's
for
a
Grover.
better set. That's a great set for her.
Whew. Oh, nice save, but it will go out of bounds. I mean, it's tough when you have someone that
Setting
can
up for Grover.
use that much force. You would understand,
Oh,
because you would
nice save, but it will
literally
go out
lay
of bounds.
people out with that. But
I mean-
anytime you see a ball, like a meatball served up to you, you just
Yeah.
want to crush the thing.
And she jumps so well that's where, I mean, the only way for her to hit is straight down. So I would like to see her maybe take a little bit off, because she's hitting the hands of that block. And if she didn't hit, I don't want to say hit so hard, but try to hit straight down, she'd have so many more shots. Great touch on the block.
It's a block party for the Lady Cubs. That was the third
hit so hard, but try to hit
in that
straight
point
down.
alone.
So many more
Cockerty
shots.
and
Great touch on
Grover
the block.
It's a block party for the
completely
Lady
shutting
Cubs.
things down at the net. It's 21-15.
Great serve.
And out of bounds. Lady Cubs 3 points away from taking set number 1 here.
Great pass.
Lady Cubs caught off guard. And that,
Great
you know,
pass.
that set push over the net, it'll throw you off if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, if you're
Lady
not
Cubs
loaded and you're
caught
not
off
aware
guard.
of if your setter is up, so that's if she's in the front row, or if she's dead. So that means if she's in the back row, you have 3 hitters. If you're not paying attention to that, it's going to catch you off guard. And, you know, I got to give a lot of props to the libero from Clear Fork. Her serve reception game has been super solid throughout. She's taking control of the back row. She's so dynamic, and she sees the court so well.
Grover, she's seeing the court well right now.
Yeah.
Another
Taking control
throwdown,
of the
but
back
Anna
row.
Taylor,
She's so
you just got a
dynamic,
good
and she sees
compliment
the
from a
court so
3-time
well.
All-Ohioan, Mackenzie Weaver.
Grover,
Yeah, you know what? I
she's
just
seeing
see
the court
she's-
well right now.
As I said earlier, she's not letting the ball control her, but she's also slowing it down in her head. It's not coming at you as fast as you may think, and she's been super supportive of her teammates. I know it's a little rough right now, but if you just keep the energy moving and you just keep being positive, the Kings are going to work themselves out.
Overpass flicked down by Grover, and we have set point for the Lady Cubs. Cockerty just over the net. Clear Fork, can they keep it up? Nope, into the net, and that's how set 1 will end. Lady Cubs take set number 1. We'll be back with set number 2 right after this, live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. If you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Lady Colts falling in set number 1 to the Lady Cubs, 25-16. So we get ready for set number 2 here in this Lucas Tri match. Travis Berardi alongside Mackenzie Weaver, and Lady Cubs went down 4-1, and then after that pretty much took control of that set.
Yeah, their serve and pass game woke up a little bit. They were a little bit more in system to kind of punish them a little bit with some of the offensive attacks that they had. And, you know, it's the first match. Yes, you have time in preseason to play together, but playing against a different team and you're not inter-squad scrimmage is so much different, and you're not playing against people with the same tendencies as you. So it's going to be interesting to see in set 2, is Clear Fork going to respond? Because they're not going to roll over and die. It's the first match of the year. They have a little bit to say. So I'm interested to see how both teams are going to respond, if Lucas is going to pick up the pace a little bit. And, again, their serve reception game needs to improve, but I'm interested to see how Clear Fork's going to respond.
Want to welcome everybody in watching live and free this morning on the OH Report at 10:26 in the morning. Shout us out on the Facebook and YouTube, and we'll shout you out. Just like Becky Pugh. Good morning. Hopefully you have your coffee and your waffles watching live and free on our Facebook page.
That's my aunt.
Well, hello, Mackenzie's aunt.
Good morning, Miss Becky.
And I can tell you, Becky, that Mackenzie came in all rejuvenated, energized, ready to go.
I'm alive and well. I had no football games last night. I went to watch the Guardians for a little bit, came home. I got to get my beauty sleep. Got up and went this morning.
Okay, as a baseball fan, I'm kind of disappointed you only lasted 4 innings.
You know,
but you know,
I tried really hard. It wasn't not my night. We will try again.
Make sure to stay tuned after this match. We'll shut down this stream, open up another one immediately, and we will have match number 2 here. Clear Fork taking on the Lady Knights of Northmore. And then after that, the Lady Cubs take the court again and will take on Northmore for the final match of the morning / early afternoon. One of the good things, though, Mackenzie, about being here early for these is I can make it to the Blueberry Festival and get myself some blueberry cobbler here this evening.
I forgot the Blueberry Festival was going
Yes.
on. Oh, it's a good call.
Yeah, right?
It's a good call.
So anybody going down to the Blueberry Festival, make sure to look for Mackenzie and I. Will be at the cobbler
Oh, yeah.
station, whatever. Yeah, the tent, wherever they have that. But Blueberry's always a fun little thing down there in the
I
park
haven't
at
been.
Lexington.
Oh, man, since I was in high school. So it's been a hot minute. We're not going to say how long ago that was because now my age is going to start creeping
You
up
were
on
saying
me.
that earlier, and I'm like, it's like double the time that I've been. I graduated in 06. You were just fresh out.
I was kind of, sort of.
I mean, you go into the lobby I don't know where they'll put the pictures up now because the old gym has been torn down, but hopefully outside the lobby of the new gym at Lexington, they have all the pictures of the All-Ohio players and whatnot. You're there, but yours is one of the first in like an HD photo.
Yes,
so we'll just
they're
say
nice
that.
photos.
So we'll
they
say
are.
that. So you're not that old. You're able to get your picture in HD. I was not. I was in the old.
I said make sure we do a little airbrushing, little touch-ups here and there.
Oh, stop it.
There we had little touch-ups at that time. It was good stuff.
Also, if you want to see a high school picture of Miss Weaver, just go back to our podcast when we talked to Joey Vore on the podcast.
God.
They had one of the pictures we took off of his Facebook of him in I believe your away jersey and you in your home jersey out there. But I'll tell you this, she hasn't aged from then.
Maybe a few gray hairs, but that's okay.
I mean, we all get gray hairs every once in a while,
we have the root touch up, and that's how we roll.
Yeah, we got us talking here, and then we have the young buck Hayden Gray over here on the camera. This guy, he's been through it all. He edited the Shelby Madison highlight, probably got an hour and a half of sleep and came here to do the camera work, and he's done a fine job so far. So shout out to Hayden Gray.
And he's still smiling and happy.
I think that's the coffee working. Good for him. Underway in set number 2, and it's a miss hit. Not many double hits in that first set.
No, there were no double contacts. I mean, everything looked pretty clean.
It was a clean first set for how early it was and everything like that.
Great pass. Don't mind the set. But yeah, she was underneath.
We'll take a look at that. And she
tight.
did. She landed actually. Shelby Grover kind of landed on her
underneath.
feet, but everybody's all right. And that's tough. How you have to maintain when you're coming full speed to do a spike that you need to also stay behind the line. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. I don't think people realize how many moving parts, and when you take off, and then you have to see where the setter sets the ball, and then you have to have, okay, if it's tight, what am I going to do with it? And all those things run through your mind so quickly. Great pass. That's Addie Melton. And another, so there's my announcer jinx. Now we've had a couple double hits on the Lady Colts. 4-0 start.
That's they're in system right now. They've got to find a way to execute. They're allowing too many rally points to go on, so they're going too much back and forth. They've got to side out, and they got to capitalize on this first touch right here.
And a double hit on the Lady Cubs gives the Lady Colts its first point. It's 4-1. Have a substitution. Wolfgang will come in to replace Fermi. Also I got to admit, decent crowd here for this morning. Have to think that everybody was at that game last night right up the hill at Bob Wine's Field. That's knocked out of bounds, making it 4-2. See Madison softball head coach Tim Nicewander. Lucas, Ohio native.
It's a great set. Little inside.
Woo! Would you expect anything else out of Shelby Grover?
No, and you know what? They gave her a lot of time. It was a little bit set
inside.
inside, but their setter saw, okay, I have that double block. I either got to move her all the way out to the pin, or I've got to set her a little bit more inside, so she had that big cross-court swing.
Nice serve by Cockerty. Another double hit. Fun story about Shelby Grover. If you read, she is the #1 player in the Richland 200 from Jake Furr in the Mansfield News Journal. She said that if there was enough, as she, right on cue, throws it down, making it 7-2. But
if there was
track
enough,
athlete, All-Ohio track athlete,
right on
All-Ohio
cue,
basketball player,
throws
volleyball
it
player.
down.
But she said she made a deal with some of her friends. If they came out to run track, she would play softball this year. And talking with Coach Tim Nicewander, He said that she would probably excel and be one of the best players on the Lady Cubs softball team as well.
Well,
so
she's
maybe we'll see her be all Ohio in 4 sports this year.
You know, she's just so athletic, and she's able to pick. I mean, when you're that athletic, you can pick up any sport and do anything. It might take her a little bit of preseason work to get used to swinging a bat and running bases, but I think she'd do pretty well.
Speaking of swinging, there
It
she
might
is once
take her a
again.
couple-
Now,
a
if there
little
were
bit
any
of
other
preseason
sport that
work
you would
to
have
get
liked to play
used
as
to
Clear
swinging a
Fork
bat
takes
and
their
running
first time out
bases,
of the
but I
match.
think she'd do pretty well.
Would you have been like a center on the basketball team? What would you have played?
I did play softball my freshman year, but I traveled so much with club volleyball. I had practice 3 nights a week, and at one point I just felt like I was letting my team down because I couldn't be there as often, and I did not want to take the position of somebody that softball was their #1 sport to get better, and me just kind of walking into practice or walking into a game, because my coach really said, listen, we'll take you when we can take you. I want you to have the freedom to play your sport, because that's what I was getting recruited in. I would have loved to play tennis, Lexington
Really?
tennis.
Oh,
my
yes.
God. In
Lex
my head,
tennis is-
I am so good in my head at tennis. I'm so good. I think I'm amazing. Bobby and I go play pickleball. That's our new thing that we go and play.
That's the new rage around pickleball.
She's so good. She watches videos, and we haven't played in a couple days, but she watches videos and we play and we have so much fun. So I would have loved to play tennis. And if basketball would have been a little bit better when I was in high school, I would have liked to play. My mom played basketball at Ontario, and she played a little bit at AU when she was a graduate student. So I would have liked to play a little bit, just because that's another sport that's still a ball sport, but you get a lot of conditioning and a lot of running. It would have helped my volleyball game a little bit.
Well, and also the fact that you were being recruited by Syracuse.
Yeah, I was getting
That
recruited by big schools.
You wanted to stick with one sport. I mean, it's okay to do that too. You see a lot of players that do multiple sports and still excel, but you got to respect what you did, because you went to a Division I ACC school, and then even after that moved to Dayton, which is another Division I school. So sometimes when you have that special ability, you want to focus on it.
And, there's a lot of collegiate coaches these days that say, we want you to play all these sports, but then they're like, but we want you to focus on one. So if I give any advice to kids, is play as many as you can, as young as you can.
Absolutely.
Do not burn yourself out trying to play all of them. But again, enjoy it while it lasts, because when you're old and retired, you want to play other sports, and it's a little bit different.
Under the net.
I think
or
she was
into the net.
in the top of the tape.
So the Lady Colts will get it. I played 5 sports in 4 years. I think the most I did was 4 sports in a year. I was not really good at any of them. Baseball is probably my best sport I excelled at. But just the fact that I wanted to get out there and participate, that's the best thing.
And you had a role. You knew that whatever you did contribute to your team,
absolutely.
It was important. And I hope kids realize that no matter how big or small your role is on your team, you are important. And if you don't feel that way, you need to have that conversation with your coach. Like, hey, what can I contribute to my program and to my school with the sport that I'm playing?
There's an ace.
So just because you don't play does not mean you're not contributing. You are your best practice player, that you're making your starters better, and you have to realize that you are important.
Especially on the smaller schools.
Absolutely. You got to share athletes, you got to share sports, and sometimes not everybody's going to be the Shelby Grover, and that's okay, because you know what, the load that she carries, and she's doing a great job of it right now, everybody has a role, big or small. However you deem it and however your coach deems it, you are important. And remember that if you ever need a person to talk to and say, hey, I'm worried about what my role is on my team, your coaches want to have that conversation with you. So just always be open to building each other up, because your role, again, big or small, is important to your team and your teammates.
Knocked over.
Trying to keep it alive here. Let's see what we can do.
Cross shot, but out of bounds. And the Lady Colts have cut this to 9-6. And apologies in the first set and the first couple points here. Our replay still had their audio up, so we were talking over ourselves at 85%. So you probably heard some weird background noise. I have that set up now to change that. But, like I said, it's 10:30 in the morning. I really apologize on that stuff. But
We're
back
still
at
thriving.
It.
We're figuring it all
out. It's our
out.
first game of the year, too. So
yes.
Miss hit by Darling. And the Lady Colts, after a big start by the Lady Cubs, Lady Colts have come back, cut this deficit to 2. It's 9-7.
It's a great serve. Great touch.
Blackledge gets it over. Nice
That's a good block
by
touch.
Grover. Blackledge again, cross shot. Probably looked like it was going out of bounds, but it was close enough that Clear Fork had to make a play on it. And the
And
Lady
that's
Cubs get a
super
point.
uncomfortable because, again, she was so far out of system that if she would have, honestly, if she would have rotated along the side of the net, especially when you're hitting cross court, if she would have rotated a little bit and had her feet stopped ready to go, she could have made a better decision. But she was doing when in doubt, stick it out, and just praying that she was able to bring it back to the center.
There it is, the first Weaverism of the year.
When in doubt, stick it out.
Speaking of Weaver, are we going to get Bobby on
I'm going
live
to try
stream?
to. We're going to try to this year.
I mean, we got to get her on the OH report somehow, even if it's me having to play her in pickleball or something like that.
You know what? We should. I think that we should do an OH report pickleball tournament because Bobby and I would absolutely dominate. We haven't played doubles together, but it would be, I think, a sight for sore eyes. It would be great.
Into the net, point Lady Colts. You know, when Brian Skronsky and I get together, we're kind of a dominant duo too. So we'll take you two on.
Okay.
In net.
Okay, we can make that happen.
Okay. And Brian probably doesn't even know what pickleball is.
That's
so
okay.
He's probably,
Advantage.
what is he getting me into?
Advantage Weavers. That's all I have to say. Advantage us.
It's funny. Where did pickleball come from? It just seems like it's blown up in the last.
That's a Google-worthy
6 months.
question. I'm going to Google when it was invented, but I dig it. Great swing. And I got to give props to the front row right now. They're touching a lot of her balls. Yes, she has a lot of kills, but they're putting their hands up, and you know what? We're going to make it a playable touch. We're going to try to bring it back to the center. So, again, wear down a little bit, but Stover's going pin to pin. She's touched a couple great balls.
And what made Grover such a great player, too, is she smacked that, and instead of staring at it, she got right back into position and was able to flick that overpass down.
She's
to get
prepared.
the point. Now she will serve. One of the best servers in the Mid-Buckeye Conference and maybe in North Central Ohio. And she showed it right there. Gets herself a free ball.
She's got a great serve. Yep.
Just off the top of the net and down, so the Lady Colts get a point back. It's 11-9.
Got a double sub here.
11-9 on the Ohio Valley Manufacturing scoreboard. Set 2 of 3. If the Lady Cubs can win this one, they will take the first match in this tri-match.
Good pass. It's a great set.
Big swing off the blocks. Saved for the moment, but that's going to be 4 hits. And the Lady Cubs get the point. Nice swing there by Midkiff.
And you know what? She's not afraid. She's taking big dynamic approaches, big swings. She's not swinging straight into a block. She's reaching high, trying to find gaps between hands and fingers and just trying to make it happen.
And this has been a good job from this freshman early on.
She's done a great job. She's trying to make herself available.
Double hit. It's a little bit more sloppy play here in this second match, Mackenzie.
You know, I'm just seeing a little bit more of a breakdown of hands. I would like to see both setters work on presenting those hands up high. It would eliminate some of the double contacts. So I want to see their hands a little bit more round. They're a little flat right now, which is leading to the doubles.
Oh, nice swing. Gets the Lady Colts to within 1. Let's take a look at the replay one more time from Park National Bank.
And she reached super, super high. She snapped hard. I think she didn't swing super hard at the ball, but that was a great off speed to zone 1.
Nice pass.
It's a great set.
Over the Cockerty and Clear Fork into the net. Lady Colts back up 2. Malia Strickler, Olivia Brown will check out. Abigail Smith will come in to serve. Lady Cubs leading 13-11. They took set 1, 25-16.
It's a great serve.
Overpass into the net. That's an ace. And like Mackenzie said, very nice serve.
Flat, deep, made her move left and right. It's a good change of pace. I'd like them to stay away from the libero. She's done a great job today. That's a good touch.
That is.
Ooh, too big.
Midkiff able to get a hand on it to keep it up for the moment, but then the free ball goes too far, Makes it 14-12. Cockerty. Saved by Taylor. Now Patterson over. Midkiff. That's out. 14-13.
So I'd like to see maybe some first ball contact if they're not going to side out here. Maybe give Shelby Grover an opportunity from the back row to kind of stabilize everything. It's a great dig.
Nice swing, Peyton Bailey. We are tied at 14. Able to get just off the top of the block and down. First to 11.
It's a great set.
Nice recovery off the miss hit.
It's a good cover.
Mid-kiff.
Big swing. She's not afraid to take a swing at that. If you're going to swing and you're going to miss, you better miss big.
And the Lady Colts take the lead. It's 15-14. What I'm liking from this Clear Fork squad is they won't go away.
No, they're not rolling over. They're not showing their bellies. They're not backing down. And I really like how they're able to respond with their serve and serve reception game. It's been super solid getting Lucas out of system here.
And the Lady Cubs will take a timeout. And you know Mackenzie's a dog owner when she says rolling over, showing their bellies.
I am a dog owner. To a gorgeous, gorgeous boy.
Such a good boy. Such a good boy.
He is. There's not much light behind those eyes. He tries really hard. There's just not much light behind those eyes. He is strictly for show. The mental skills, I named him after Bo Jackson, thinking, oh, he's just going to be a great athlete.
Okay.
No. The effort is there. He tries. He plays what we like to call the game no give backs. He will fetch and then just not give it back.
But he makes you happy.
He makes me happy. He's the light of my life.
There we go. This morning's high school volleyball broadcast being brought to you live and free on the OH Report, thanks to our generous sponsors, Kelly's Dairy Bar and Mini Golf. They have very great Oreo milkshakes. I can attend for that. I've had like 3 in the last week and a half. Ohio Valley Manufacturing, North Central State College, Park National Bank, Mechanics Bank, and Knox Community Hospital. Thank you all for allowing us to bring this to you live and free, live and always free. You can even watch the games without paying for them on replay. Timeout, at least for that point, did not work for the Lady Cubs as Clear Fork now leads by 3, their largest lead of this set.
You know, I like that they want to try to keep their middle involved, but when that ball's passed so close to the middle, it's kind of a parallel set. So I would like them to see, let's give it outside some better opportunities. That's a really hard ball for her to hit, and she's had a couple errors. That's her first ball she's had over in a couple points, but it's making it harder for her than if you would just go to a pin.
Bumped over. Lady Colts, another nice swing by Lauren Fermi. 18-14. Lady Colts want to play a third set here.
You know, I would like them to set Shelby Grover in the back row. They're not going to do any harm by doing that. It's going to change the look for the defense.
Nice recovery to get it back over. Grover's there.
It's just very chaotic because they're not in system. They haven't had a solid hitting system in a little bit. And everybody's starting to panic. There's a big touch there.
Big swing. Pushed over. Nice save by Blackledge.
It's a lift.
But a lift.
Oh, a double? Okay.
19-14. Clear Fork leading. Malia Strickler will check in for Samantha Darling. Coach Sauter changing up the look of their offense right now, trying to get back into this. Nice serve. Off the block, stays up, pushed over.
You know, there's not much right now that's going to happen to Clear Fork. I mean, that ball went out of bounds, but they have done a really great job of working themselves back into the match. They have a little bit of a cushion right now. They have a lot of momentum. They've had some great swings and great serve reception balls, as well as receiving some free balls from Lucas. So I'm excited to see if they can side out one and done right here and win this mini game to 5, or if Lucas is going to creep back in here.
Darling and Melton able to check back in as Addie Melton will serve for the Lady Cubs.
Good serve.
They need a run here if they want to get back into this.
It's a good free ball. I'd like to see him use it.
There's Grover. Big swing off the block and down. Exactly what the Lady Cubs needed there.
And, you know, Clear Fork, I get that ball went down, but they were lined up really, really great. I would just like them to see them get a little bit closer to the net, take a little bit deeper squat, and press with those wrists across the net because they're right there.
Patterson. Yes. Just nice positioning in between the back line. And the Lady Colts 5 points away from forcing a third decisive set. Cross.
That's in. That's a good shot.
Nice shot. Makes it 20-17. Just tucked it inside the line. A couple more substitutions for the Lady Cubs. They trail by 3. Cockerty.
It's a good pass. That's a great ball.
Miss hit, though. And Lucas now on a bit of a run. 20-18. Cockerty will serve one more time. Double hit.
And she worked super hard to get there. I think if she would have gone and gotten her feet just stopped a little bit and got a little bit underneath that ball, it wouldn't have been a double. But again, both sides of the net are working super hard to get their bodies behind the ball.
Good eye by Patterson. The ball just out. Clear Fork back up 2, needing 4 points. Anna Taylor to serve. Grover, a little bit off speed, kept up. Patterson gets it over. Blackledge gets the point, 21-20. Take a look at the Park National Bank replay.
And if you see there, I think there was just a little miscommunication.
Yep.
They were kind of overlapped, so their DS was where she was supposed to be. Left front was creeping a little bit too far to her right. She was trying to maybe try to pick up a tip if it was there. So she's got to remember, stay outside of that block so your DS can kind of see a little bit more.
Malia Strickler with the serve. Low liner. It's going to be a free ball. Lady Cubs with a chance to tie. To Grover. A rare miss hit by her. And Clear Fork keeps the lead.
I think it was a little low. I like that they're speeding up that ball a little bit, but I think it was just a little bit too low for her.
Timeout, Lady Cubs. Clear Fork 3 points away from forcing a decisive third. Okay, if you're head coach Paige Sauter in this Lucas huddle, what do you say?
Our serve and pass game hasn't been great, and that led to like a 7-point run. I think it was 6 or 7 point
like
runs.
that, yeah.
So that's kind of what killed them a little bit. So we got to eliminate those runs in bunches. We've got to be able to have that first ball contact and one and done, get it out of the way, and just go aggressively at them with the serve and stop serving to the girl in the different colored jersey. We're going to play keep away from her. We're not going to hit any balls her way. If we're going to tip and roll, we're going to tip to their setter. We're going to get them off balance. So, again, we want her to touch as least number of balls as possible.
22-20 the score. Clear Fork with the serve, trailing 1-0 in this best of 3. Bree Patterson will serve. That's one good thing for Lucas. They have the best hitter so far in this match is on the back line. And on the other side, Lucas's best hitter right in position cuts that to 1, and now she will serve for the tie. Take a look at that swing once more. And we said this last season, if Grover can get a good run straight right at the ball, it's really hard to stop her because she has all that momentum.
Yeah, and she jumps so well that she really has her pick of where she wants to swing, as long as she doesn't try to hit straight down, because hands are there. As of right now for Clear Fork, if she just tries to just put the ball in different locations and just kind of change up her swing and their location, she's going to be fine.
The let ball really threw Clear Fork off, hit the antenna, and we are tied at 22. Put right back the miss hit by Grover. 23-22 Clear Fork. They're 2 points away. Now this is, as usual, win by 2. Clear Fork would have that advantage if we went back and forth on points right now. Christy Carroll with the serve. Double hit. So set point. 2 set points for the Lady Colts. Short serve, corralled by the Lady Cubs. Johnson, somehow saved by the Lady Cubs. Pushed over. Lucas with a chance. Mid-kick blocked.
You can't fault her. She's taking big swings. She can only work with what she's got. Not backing down.
Johnson for the set. Kept up. Mid-kick again. Off the block. Stays up. Nice rally here. Grover. Change of pace. Johnson again. There's Grover. Blackledge. Off the hands and down. That was going to go out. But the Lady Cubs lived to see another point. That was one of those last second, oh, I shouldn't put my hands up, and just touch the fingertips. We play on. Sydney Blackledge with a chance to tie it. Clear Fork still one more set point here.
Ooh.
Nice serve. I think that was
the
going to stay
volleyball
in.
gods.
Blocked. Stays up.
See a free ball. Let's see if they use how they use it here. That's a great set. Oh.
No, into the net. Let's take a look.
I don't know. I think it scared me. I think it might have scared her more than anything, but she might have rolled it.
Nonetheless, Clear Fork ties this match up at a set apiece. We will have a third and decisive set here in the first match. After this, you're watching girls volleyball live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
2 sets in the books, and we're tied at 1. Clear Fork answers with a 25-23 set victory after Lucas took set 1, 25-16. So we'll play one more 225. Travis Berardi alongside Mackenzie Weaver, and Clear Fork just wouldn't go away and capitalized at the end.
You know, their serve and pass game was much better than Lucas's in the second set. They got them super out of system. They weren't, and there was, I think, a 7-point stretch which really killed Lucas, and it sealed the game for Clear Fork. They kept trying to run the ball to the middle, and when you're out of system like that, it's really, really hard to force a middle attack, specifically with where they were passing the ball. I would like them to see, if they're in that situation again, just to run the ball to Shelby Grover and just get them out of it. That's what her job is. That's her role as being their offensive threat on the team. Give her the ball anywhere. Who cares? Give her the opportunity to get themselves out of it. They had a lot of double contacts, a lot of mental errors that you usually wouldn't see. But again, it's still early in the season, so let's see if they can eliminate their double contacts, being in the net, and serving in.
And there's a look at the Lady Knights of Northmore. They will take on Clear Fork in match number 2 after this one concludes, probably about 10-15 minutes after this match concludes. So this match will end. We'll get out of here real quick. Reset, get another stream on there. We will have one MVP, and that will be at the end of match number 3. Mackenzie will talk to that player after all 3 matches, so stay tuned for that after match number 3 as we get prepared for set number 3 of match number 1. So take me through that final point. What happened to give Clear Fork?
So I think it was a good set ball. It might have been a little tight. I don't know if she hit the top of the tape or if she came underneath the net when she landed. I thought that the middle for Clear Fork came underneath the net and landed. That's what I thought it was. I'm not entirely sure, but I thought the ball hit the top of the tape. I didn't think it was the hitter that hit the top of the tape. But again, I could be wrong.
Yeah, and I think on the follow through, I think just a little bit of Grover's hand did hit. So nonetheless, we will play one more set. Clear Fork with the serve.
Not a bad ball. But see there, I would rather that go to the outside. You got Midkiff in the front row, and she's been swinging hard. Give her the ball. Give her the ball. I wouldn't try to force the middle unless it's there.
Off the block and out. Clear Fork with the first point. 1-0. Savannah Wolfgang to serve. Miss hit. We're tied at 1. Midkiff will serve here. Overpass. Miscommunication, though. Nobody there. And the Lady Colts back in front. I think it caught Lucas off guard a little bit.
Yeah, and their setter needed to release a little bit faster than that, and she wasn't there, but it was kind of like there was not a lot of communication going on.
Free ball. Out of bounds.
I don't like them bringing that free ball back to the middle of the court. I just don't think that they have enough experience there. Maybe if Shelby Grover was playing in the middle, I would have a little bit more confidence in that. But again, their first ball contact's not there. They've let it slip in set 1. They got to change something.
Pushed over.
That's a good
Nicely
spot.
done. Cockerty. Change of pace. What do you call that? It looked like a set.
It was a set, yeah. So it was.
it's
I mean, it was just like an aggressive tip, I would say. She just put it where it needed to be. That's a great ball. A little tight.
And Marissa Cockerty, 2 straight points for the Lady Cubs. We're tied at 3. I always say pushes it over because it looks like you're pushing the ball
you could
over.
call it that, yeah.
That was a really good serve again. It turns into an ace. So Marissa really showing off here the last 3 points. Really on her serving as well, using the whole court.
You know, you got to change up where you're serving, how fast you're serving it to, locations, even if you want to change between top spin and float.
Tried that side again. This time it is corralled. But out of bounds. 5-3 Lady Cubs, a 4-0 run. Big
Good
swing.
touch.
Kept up by Midkiff. Free ball. Patterson. Off the antenna. Point Lucas. It's 6-3.
These are the runs and bunches here that I'm talking about. If they can rattle off 4 or 5 points, able to side out quickly and just continue, they're going to be just fine.
Grover from behind her head nearly gets the point. She'll get another chance, though. Again behind her head. So a little miscommunication there. Wasn't able to set her up.
Yeah, you know, and these free ball passes and these first ball contacts, they've got to be better. I understand it's early in the season, but that is a free ball, hence the term free ball. It is free, it's given to you, there's not much work that has to go into it, and they've just got to execute at a little bit higher level. They have the personnel to do so. That's just holding yourself accountable and holding your teammates accountable.
So I have an idea. Let's call it the live and free ball.
I like that. I like that. I caught the pun there.
Thank you.
Great
Blocked by Grover.
Good block.
Just the timing. She actually might have jumped a little early, but she has such good hang time that she can just float up there and knock it down. 7-4 Lady Cubs here in set number 3, looking to close out the match. Aaliyah Strickler to serve. Nice service. That's going to be a free ball.
That's a great pass.
Set up for Grover. Yes.
It's a great block touch for Stover. She's got a knack for blocking.
Lady Colts able to keep it up for the moment because of the net, but miss hit.
She's swinging really fast. Good serve.
That'll be a free ball.
Ooh, a little tight.
Blocked, but Grover keeps it up, and I believe she went under the net. Yep. Lady Colts get a point back. It's 8-5. And if you're Clear Fork, you can be down 3 or 4 points because they've come back in both sets. It's if Lucas can get the big run, get out to within like 7-8 points.
Yeah, and you know, Lucas's serve reception they've been taken out of it because Clear Fork is serving so aggressively. So aggressively, you can serve as hard as you want, but if you serve to somebody, it's kind of like, oh, you're putting it right in their lap. But they've kind of been hitting zones, making them move left, right, making them move short, deep. As you can see right there, she made her move like 4 or 5 feet to pass that ball.
Knocked out of bounds by Blackledge. And the Lady Colts still sticking around. It's 8-6.
So this is a time where they need to execute, and they really need to be in system here. One and done. They got to stop the bleeding because this is where momentum shifts and changes, and it just changes the entire vibe of the match.
A little misunderstanding between Coach Sheriff and the referees.
That is tight.
Oh. Miss hit makes it 8-7. There's that Lady Colt run we were expecting. Nice serve. Saved, free ball, but it's out. We're tied at 8.
So this is where I would call either a timeout or you need to change your serve reception pattern at this point.
Carroll to serve. Set up for Grover. Yep.
It's a good swing.
Big swing. Good passing, nice set, and Grover just...
She did that pass to attack, but remember, when you are a front row player and you are in your serve reception pattern, it is... As much as you want to go and hit the ball, you got to pass first, because if that pass isn't there and we're not going to give our setter great opportunities to give you the ball, it's just not going to be able to complete the play.
Into the net, 2 straight for the Lady Cubs. It's 10-8.
And this is the time now where you want to try to speed up the game, specifically when you have back-to-back points like that. Give your server the ball as quickly as you can because you want to keep her in rhythm. You want to keep everybody hot and warm, and the momentum and the energy flows between people. It's a great serve. It's flat. Use this ball right here. This is a free ball.
Big swing, puts it down.
She's had a great night. She really
has.
Well, morning. Not night, morning. She's had a great, she is not back down. I mean, even if she's swinging into the block, she's still swinging high. So she's not, if you're going to swing into a double block, it's better swing high, bring it back, give your people opportunity, give your middle, give your right side opportunities to get back to 10 feet and establish a play.
Grover the serve.
Good call.
Nice job by the Lady Cubs to keep that. Watch it go out. Short serve, it's an ace.
Yep, again, she's trying to get back there as quickly as she can, get ready to serve, and they're calling timeout, trying to ice her a little bit, slow her down.
Take a look at the replay. And just dropped it right down that front line. 13-8, Lucas 12 points away from taking this first match of this tri-match.
And yeah, I don't think people realize when people go on runs in bunches, it's because of the serve and pass game. And it's so important in high school. It's so important in club that honestly, there were times in high school where we didn't even hit the ball. Like we would have a two and a half hour practice, and maybe we get on a box at the end, or we run some plays with our middles and our setters for a little bit, but we did not hit any balls at practice. It's so important. Like Shelby Grover's going to get hers. We know what she can do. We want to save her legs for the rest of the season. Serve and pass the ball. If that's one thing I can suggest to people, serve and pass and play defense, because that's what's going to win you games, specifically in high school.
Grover back to serve. Receives that one.
It's a better pass.
Over the Blackledge into the net. Point Lady Colts. 13-9. Kylie Howell checks in for the Lady Colts.
And do you know, since they lost Fermi in the front row, they've done a really great job in responding. I haven't seen too much crazy. They're still trying to figure out as they go.
Good block. Good passing. Pushed over. Miss hit. Lady Cubs with the point. That was a nice job in the back line, too. Grover once again to receive that. Bit of an overpass, but adjustments made, and Lady Cubs with the point. Blackledge the serve. Overpass. And into the net. Another point for Lucas.
It's a tough serve. That's a great ball.
Cross shot. Kept up. Free ball back over to Lucas. Down the middle.
Ooh, big swing.
Saved. McKee, too strong.
Oh, no.
Looks like Cockerty
I think
able
when
to
she-
shake it off.
I think when she landed and she goes to the outside to the pin, I don't know if she landed on somebody or she just.
Yep, she landed on a shoe.
Yeah, so she just kind of, I think it's kind of scared her more than anything.
That's the second time she's gone down awkwardly, but it looks like she's all right, and we'll be back to action here. 16-9, Lady Cubs lead. Make it 17-9 on a miss hit. And there's that 8-point differential to where maybe Lucas can be in control of this one.
You know, their serve and pass game has been super solid. They've been able to side out immediately after 1 point. And, I mean, they've really controlled the game here.
That's an ace. 18-9. Too strong. Lady Colts back on the board. Carmen Blackledge checking back in, the libero for Lucas.
So this is their opportunity to show what type of team they want to be. This is an early kind of test. Are they going to be able to side out right away, have good good serve reception right here, or are they going to let them creep back in?
It's an ace. So the Lady Colts not going away quietly. It's 18-11.
So going to that two-person serve receive.
Overpass. Double yummy ball into the net. Lady Cubs get the point. Let's take a look at the replay. And I think on that reception, Peyton Bailey just
A little too
got
much.
her wrist into the net.
Yeah.
Lady Cubs 6 points away from win number 1 on the season. Lucas gives it right back. 19-12. Lob
good short
shot.
ball.
Nice job. Patterson.
Good in system. It's a great set. That's a good decision. Keep giving her the ball.
Into the net once again.
I would like to see her get a little bit farther out. She's going right to the tee where she takes her approach. I would like her to be as even and as deep as that outside, like the pole that's in the ground. Give her a little bit more opportunity to take more dynamic approaches because she is swinging so hard. It's a great serve.
That's an ace. Lucas is 4 points away. Midkiff will serve. Pushed
It's a good
over.
read.
Sets up for Cockerty, blocked. Gets another chance at it, and it turns into a point.
And, you know, for as aggressive offensively as Lucas has been when they've been up, Stover has done a great job going pin to pin here. She is working super hard, staying super disciplined, not jumping with the setter, and just really trying to get a lot of touches on balls. And she's young, so her time will come, but she's done a great job here early.
Grover kept up. Into the net. 2 points away. (23-12). Midkiff to serve once again. Off the block. They'll get a chance. Back pass. Kept up.
It's going to be tight.
Overpass. Chance for Grover.
Really out of system.
Into the net. Match point coming up for Lucas. They have 12 match points. Midkiff to end it.
It's a great swing.
Clear Fork stays alive once more. Nice swing by Stover. (24-13). Anna Taylor to serve. Once again, we'll have, once we end this stream, we'll get another one going immediately for the Clear Fork Northmore match coming up after
That point.
that point right there, and that'll do it. Lady Cubs take the third set, 2-1, and they take the match. We'll be back to wrap things up right here, live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results. More than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. If you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Lucas takes the first match of this tri-match this morning, gets a little payback from the football game last night as well. They defeat Clear Fork 25-16, 25-23, 25-12. Mackenzie, real quick to wrap things up, what'd you like from that match?
You know, the serve and pass game needs a little bit of work, but I like to see, you know, Clear Fork didn't roll over and die in that second set, and they have a lot of youth. I think they have a lot of dynamic blockers that if they get a little bit more reps, if they play out the rest of the season, that there's going to be a lot of improvement there on their front.
All right, that'll wrap it up for match number one. I want to thank everybody for help making things possible. Today, my color commentator extraordinaire, Mackenzie Weaver, Hayden Gray on the cameras doing a great job this morning. Everybody back at BS Media Productions. Scoreboard sponsor, Ohio Valley Manufacturing. Replay sponsor, Park National Bank. Post-game, pre-game sponsor, Kelly's Dairy Bar and Mini Golf. Commercial sponsors, Mechanics Bank and Knox Community Hospital. Adam Thompson, Brian Skoronsky, Jory Hollenbach, Garrett Parlett, Storm Blunchley back at OH.REPORT, BS Media Productions. I want to thank Taylor Eisman here at Lucas High School as well. That'll do it for match one. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the second match, Clear Fork and Northmore. But for now, so long from Lucas.